Hi everyone, welcome to Shivangi Singh Astrology. I do free pick a card readings and also deck reviews in this channel. Today, the deck that we'll be reviewing is no stranger to anybody who's in the world of tarot. This is a very famous, perhaps the most famous tarot deck after Rider-Waite-Smith. This is the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen and Radley Valentine. So this tarot deck, in case you're planning to buy a new one, if you're a beginner or even an experienced tarot card reader who doesn't have this copy of this deck, and you're wondering, is this going to look this dull? The answer is no. I've had these decks since I started reading professionally, that is the year 2015, and I have used them quite a lot. I've used them as much and sometimes some years even more than the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot. And I'm not somebody who has like a lot of collection of tarot cards. At least I didn't have until now. Like now I've started collecting and everything, but earlier I didn't. I was a very simple person who stuck to like two tarot decks. So I used to use Rider-Waite-Smith and this tarot deck, and hence this one is highly worn off. I have used this so much. I've carried this around during my travels, so you can see that these are really worn out. And I'll show you. But that said, I absolutely love this deck. I have no criticism against it. I am just in love with this tarot deck. If you're planning to buy a tarot deck as a beginner or someone who just wants to, buy something which is pretty, which is safe from psychic attacks and just like easy to understand, this deck will do wonders for you. I will recommend this deck to everybody, absolutely everyone. So this is what it looks like on the inside. This is by Hay House, no surprise there. And earlier Hay House used to print like messages and everything here. And this is what it is. It's plain, it's simple, it's neat, it's stunning. I'll show you the cards and they are very, very beautiful. So this is what the book is all about. It's simple, it's plain, and it doesn't need to be anything more than what it is. So it works wonderfully. Now keep in mind that the plastic on some of my cards have started to come off because I've used them so much, and during shuffling that does tend to happen with these cards, but trust me, once you start using this deck you won't feel like going back. So the thing is that I've separated all the quote cards. Sometimes I don't always need the quote cards while I do the readings. So you'll see that at the back of my deck, I have separated these quote cards. Just take a moment to look at how beautifully these cards have been created. I'm not sure, but I'm guessing this was Doreen Virtue's first deck. I'm not sure, but just look at how beautifully each and every card in this deck has been created, the message that has been given to us, and just the sheer beauty of the artwork, imagery, and the color palette chosen. So this color is there for all of the water cards, that represents the Suit of Cups. This green color is for all the earth cards, that is all the Pentacles deck, suite. And then we have this color, this maroon fiery red kind of a color, brick color I think, for fire, the Suite of Fire, that is wands energy. And finally we have this violet color, indigo violet color, for the Suit of Air, that represents the swords. So I think great care has gone into making it. Card stock is thin, but it's okay. If you really, the first time however, like even if the cardstock is thin, when you hold these cards together, when you shuffle them and everything, they are pretty sturdy. So those go in there. Now look at these cards. Remember, the plastic on some of them has started to come off like this, because I've used these cards quite a lot since I bought them in 2015. So the thing that they are worn off itself is telling you how much I love this deck, how much I've used it. I've used it quite a lot. So whenever I'm doing personal readings, I prefer using this deck actually. It's glossy, the finish is glossy, and the plastic does start to come off after heavy usage, heavy shuffling. So keep in mind this fact while you shuffle. Don't go very, very rough with your shuffling like I did. I had no idea. And yeah, it's really, really beautiful. I couldn't get over how pretty these cards were since the day that I got them. Extremely beautiful deck. Extremely beautiful deck. So I think that gives you an idea of what this deck is all about. I don't know if I showed you the back. This is the back. Everything about this deck is absolutely beautiful, and I would recommend it to everyone who's in the field of tarot. So yeah, the fact that my cards are so worn out is telling you a story that talks about how much I love this deck and how much I have used it for all my readings. So there you have it, folks. It's a pleasure to work with Doreen Virtue's decks, no matter what people have to say about her tarot decks or any her in general. All the controversy that happened, I still love her works. I love the decks that she creates. I think she does a wonderful job. Alright, so that's my review of Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. I hope you like this video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, or leave in the comment section what you felt about this review, how you've been using this deck, and what has been your experience with this particular deck. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you in my next reading. Bye.